December is here and the money is rolling in. Everybody's making something. Like the top 5 people who left the most comments on my videos in the past, they each got 50 USDT. One of them is my editor, and I think you just now learned that he is getting a 50 USDT bonus. Cambria just ended their airdrop campaign that lasted only 5 days, and we have Mepo here, a friend of the channel, who made $18,000 with this 5-day campaign. Albeit, he invested more than $3,000, but that's an insane return on his money. One of the best airdrops I've seen so far. And here's my video actually calling out to play Cambria. We have Cambria on Ronin. So this is a Ronin game. It also works on Blast. We're not gonna watch the full video. You get the idea. This video was titled Join Now Before It's Too Late for a reason, because these campaigns didn't last too long. So that is the new meta. Playing crypto games that have airdrops, but their campaigns don't last too long. On top of this, they have big prize pools. And on top of this, not too many people farm it. So if you see everyone you follow on YouTube covering a game, most likely they're getting paid for it. I did not get paid by Cambria. Nobody got paid by Cambria, but I still share the alpha. I say it all the time. I make way more money from trading than I do from this channel, so I don't care whether a game pays me or not. I will cover it if I think it's beneficial for you guys, for the audience. So today we're gonna go over some of the games that have huge prize pools, that are potentially high earning games, but at the same time, high earning doesn't always have to be a big prize pool. Sometimes just a low amount of players and a short farming campaign can mean high earnings as well. Like for the Sei Tenkaichi tournament, they just started a tournament, the round 2 of their tournament, with $25,000 in prize pools. For the round 1, a lot of people from the Mindblow community actually got paid. A lot of people were 5th place, 4th place. I don't know if anyone was 1st, but again, there's not a lot of people farming these games, and it's not that difficult if you're farming to get to the top, or even if you get to the top 5, this can still be a very solid prize pool considering you're not investing anything here. But to get this really started, hit the like button, hit the subscribe if you're not already on your way in, because we're gonna share some juicy alpha with you today. First of all, we have the Blockchain Game Awards from playtoearn.com. Now, as you go to this website, playtoearn.com/awards, I'll put it in the description. You can click on Discover and vote now, and then you just connect your wallet and you vote. You vote for the creator of the year, you vote for the game of the year, and for every vote you cast, you're gonna get some of those juicy play points. Now, what exactly can you do with the play points? Well, I'm not at liberty to say, but you want to farm them, trust me. And of course, for the best content creator, if you vote for your boy, I will be very appreciative of that. Now, what am I saying? Who else are you gonna vote for? I'm out here in the trenches, grinding, making videos every day. Who else is creator of the year? Is it that guy that does tweets for a living? Come on. Anyway. First campaign on our list, ladies and gentlemen, we have $2.5 million in a shard campaign from Valeria Games. Now, they made a very cool video breaking everything down in depth as to how to farm the campaign, but to make it much simpler, and I'll play this video in the background here, but to make it much simpler, you're gonna farm these shards as you're playing their mobile game. So this is a mobile game. You can download it on the Google Store and the App Store, so it's for both Android and for iOS. And as you're farming these shards, you want to spend as many as possible. So this is where this campaign is a little bit different than other campaigns, whereas the shards that you accumulate at the end are not necessarily what's most important. As you can see from this list here, what's most important is how many shards per hour do you generate. So you want to spend as many as you can, because how many you have in the end doesn't matter. What matters is how many you farm per hour. So when you're a champion, level 26, you're gonna farm 1 million shards per hour, basically. And now, how do you get these shards? Just from basic in-game mechanics. So there's some artifacts and emblems and lots of things that you accumulate while playing the game, and those help you level up and farm those shards. And so you do want to get those shards per hour as much up as possible. That's it. It's actually very simple. Now, there's a lot of mechanics that go into this, and this video explains it so well. I'll try to link this video in the description. I found it in their Git book, which is kind of like their white paper, so it's unlisted on YouTube. You can't really search for it. But it explains everything so well if you want to get super super in-depth into it, but 2.5 million campaign, this is gonna be really good. I didn't see them sponsoring anyone so far, at least they never reached out to me either, so this might be one of those campaigns that are not gonna get millions of people in, but we have 2.5 million in airdrop awards, so that's really good. And the best thing, it just launched 30th of November, so a week ago as you're watching this video. They didn't necessarily specify an end to the campaign, so that's something that we're not really big fans of, but then again, the prize pool is so juicy. It may be worth it if you have extra time on your hands to try and farm a little bit and see how many shards per hour you can generate. Next up is something we have to discuss. We have to talk about this. Pirate Nation, they ended their season 2 and they just began their season 3. But season 2 lasted so long, man. It lasted over 6 months. It was ridiculous how long that lasted. And then in the end, the airdrops weren't too good for most people because we farmed it wrong. This is not a free-to-play game. It does advertise as such, and I have invested only a little bit of money into it, and I didn't really have to, but I did just to buy some ships and just to see how their economy works. I would have made the same airdrop even without it. So I have received around $100 after these 6 months, which is crazy. But then again, I didn't play every single day for those 6 months. I've seen people on Twitter who have made thousands, tens of thousands of dollars even. The whole airdrop was $12 million, I believe, or 13 million, in that range. Absolutely huge airdrop. And the people who are really rewarded are the ones who were at the very tippity top of the leaderboards. I was barely eligible for an airdrop. Can you believe it? Again, I only farmed it for like a month and then I stopped playing. In my personal opinion, this game is not fun enough at the moment to be played for such a long period of time. And then it does in a way force you to play every single day because you do have that fear of missing out if you miss a day of playing and the airdrop campaign is still going on and other people are going to go above you on the leaderboard. So those are all the things we're not fans of. Now, why am I even mentioning it at this point? It's because it is a very solid game. Beneath it all, it has a very good theme. And the people who truly got rewarded are the ones who had NFTs, the ones who had the Founder Pirate NFTs, who were making them passive points while they were doing nothing. So it's really the people who had 4 to 5 and more of these Founder Pirates that really made a lot with this airdrop, that made thousands and thousands of dollars. And on top of this, they played the game, obviously, as well. I seriously doubt they played every single day. I doubt anyone played every single day. It was just too long of a campaign. So the third season started, and a lot of people are gonna earn a lot of money again, a lot of people who have Founder Pirate NFTs. Currently sitting at 0.6 Ethereum floor price, or $2,400 almost. Definitely a lot. Is it worth it? If you buy 3 of these, you're already past that $7,000 mark, and with 3, I don't think you're gonna get this money back. But then again, you can't sell them in the end, and if you do grind the game and not just hold the NFTs, then that may be worth it as well. Now, since season 2 ended, a lot of people have been dumping their Founder Pirates. As you can see, in the last 60 days, the value fell 43%. I remember when it was over 1 Ethereum. But the cool thing is that this collection started as a free mint, so absolutely good for them. The people who are making this game, Pirate Nation, they really know what they're doing, and I'm just bullish on their team. I believe they're gonna make it big. It's a fully on-chain game, and you can play it on your browser. Soon they'll have even for phones. So all of that looks good. If you want to farm this for another 3 to 6 months, if you want to invest and buy their NFTs, that's up to you. This is not financial advice. I'm just telling you the facts. This is how it is. This is how it was, and most likely how it will be. Nobody can know how it will be. Now we have RavenQuest, the next one on the list, just launched yesterday as of me recording, and probably 2 days ago as of you watching these videos, or this particular video. One of the best adventure games slash MMORPGs in the space, and they're doing an 11 million quest airdrop. I was supposed to make a dedicated video about RavenQuest, but the problem is the daily December is now almost daily December because I fell violently sick for 2 days. I could not get out of bed. Luckily, we started daily December a little bit earlier than we were supposed to, so we're already on video number 7, and it is the 7th day, so I guess we're kind of on track in a way. So I was supposed to do a dedicated video about this to explain how to farm the airdrop, but you can figure it out if you've ever played MMORPGs. If you've never played MMORPGs in your life, and you may not be a gamer necessarily, you're just someone who is in crypto and wants to explore this part of the industry, I would not recommend playing an MMORPG. It's too difficult to get into as a first genre. You should start with simple mobile games and work your way up to MMORPGs. Like, MMORPGs are really the main bosses of the gaming genres and the most difficult to master. But if you've ever played MMORPGs RPGs in the past, you're gonna feel right at home playing RavenQuest. Big airdrop with 11 million quests. We don't know exactly how much the quest token is gonna be worth, but 11 million sounds like a lot, so that's the only thing we're kind of going off of. We also know that 11 million is gonna be less than 2% of the total supply, so that can also tell us something. It could still very well be an airdrop worth $1 million, or it could be an airdrop worth $500,000. It could also be 100,000, depending on what their market cap on launch is gonna be. So that's something we don't know, something we don't have information of, and all we can do is speculate. But the fact of the matter is, it's a good game, and it's not difficult to farm, especially if you like MMORPGs. If you played them in the past, you're gonna love RavenQuest. And a cool thing to note is if you use my link, you're gonna get a free $25 worth of in-game Raven packs. So all you have to do is just register with my link. That's it. No extra steps, and you get $25 worth of these in-game items in these Raven packs, and you can keep farming from there. Another interesting one is called the Supervillains. So we got a total prize pool of $12,000, but okay, granted, it's not a lot. But what do we do know? We do know that the campaign just started, 5th of December. We do know that it ends very soon, 21st of December. Now, this is not as tight as we would like it to be, but what we do like is that this is not really talked about much, so that's always good. You can play it on your phones, both Android and iOS, live to download right now directly on the app stores. No need to download any APK files or any of those shenanigans. Active sidekicks, 54,000. I'm guessing that's the total amount of players who've ever played this game. I doubt that 10% of these are maybe farming this airdrop, so that's a good number of people to get this prize pool. So it could be interesting, just something to take a look at. Whether it's going to be high earnings or not is going to depend on your placement on the leaderboard. So I just wanted to show you one more game that could potentially be farmed, but this is not the last game on the list. I got more for you. We got Chronos World, just started their season 2 with $100,000 in ecosystem rewards, plus also partner rewards. So their social fi has just started, which is social farming. I personally don't mind social farming. I know a lot of people hate it, but it's an easy win-win because you get some points and potentially get some more money down the road just for liking a few tweets and retweeting and leaving comments and stuff like that. And on the other hand, it's also good for the project itself because they do get that engagement. So I don't mind it at all. I know a lot of people hate it. Oh, social farming is not good. There's no skill required. Then don't do it. If you don't like it, don't do it. I'm just giving you the option. So you have this option. The game, of course, is also going to be part of this $100,000 reward pool, but it is not out yet. We're waiting for the game to come out, and we're going to keep collecting the points. Now, there's no end in sight for this particular campaign, so just putting it out there, these campaigns also exist. Could potentially be high earning. Of course, all of this is just speculation. The airdrop size, the $100,000, sounds very juicy, depending on how long it lasts. We got Season 4 for Apeiron. Of course, everybody calls it Apeiron, and everybody is wrong. It is called Apeiron, and we have the prize pool of 200,000 APRM, 240 APRS, and 1 million Animus, and a lot of golden apostle ticket NFTs for the first 5,000 people on the leaderboard. So how much money is all of this? You would be very right to ask this question, but I can't offer an answer because we don't know. It's another one of those speculations. So that's why I put the first couple of games on this list where we know exactly what the airdrop size is going to be, and then last is the ones we don't really know. We can speculate, but we don't know. What we do know is that Apeiron is on Ronin. Ronin always respects its community. We love Ronin, and we do also know how to farm it. For Season 4, the breeding cost is going to be updated as well, so this goes for you who have farmed the previous 3 seasons, or at least 1. So something you should note is that the breeding cost has been updated, and then boons are also live. Every individual planet type has their own unique passive abilities now in Season 4. Everything is live there, and then you also have PvP and PvE leaderboards with even more complex builds around the planet. Boon. We have 1,000,004. Where did I get 4 from? It clearly says 8. We have 1,800,000 in SHRT tokens up for grabs. When are these games going to start naming their token something simpler, like Bob? I said it so many times, I want a token named Bob. Why don't we have this in gaming? Why is it always SHRT, HTRX? It's difficult to remember, man, and it's 4 letters. I don't want 4 letters. Anyway, the close play to airdrop playtest of SWRA. I'm done with this. I'm gonna gonna just stop trying. 1.8 million in their tokens is up for grabs, but something to consider is that this is a closed airdrop campaign. So in order to join, you need whitelist from one of the following communities. Obviously, they didn't reach out to me, and Jiren here, a community member, replied, Inspector Mindblow, when can we get whitelist for us? And I said the same, Andromeda, when whitelist? And then they said, make sure to head to our Discord. And, you know, they said that to him, not to me. They didn't want to give me whitelist spots for the community, but specifically for you, you got to join one of these gaming guilds or their Discord to get a whitelist. But this was a blatant disrespect towards the Inspector. Where's the whitelist for me and for my community? And I do want to give one more shout out to playtorn.com. Absolutely loving playtorn.com. Vote for the Inspector in the Content Creator of the Year category. You can also vote for me in the Best Content Creator National if you choose to do so. Oh, and Meppo has just contacted me. We're about to record a video together as I'm done recording this one. That's daily videos for you, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.